Welcome to another video in the style of me lying down to make my face look skinnier. Welcome, you're welcome. I've just gotten ready. I've had a shower. I've gotten dressed in a little dress that I wear around the house. I don't wear this outside because I don't want to look like an idiot. And I've put a bit of makeup on. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. People say to me, "Oh, you don't wear makeup." I do. I try so hard. If you saw me without makeup, it's very different to this. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you today about hating housework because I hate the housework. I hate all of it. The only thing I don't hate is putting washing in the washing machine. I love putting stuff in, putting a nice smell in there. I got some new Omo, like triple tab, triple whatever. They look like those things that people were eating online or pretending to eat. Not actually eating. What are they called? Tide Pods. They look like Tide Pods, but they're like 3 swirls. They're an Australian version of that, I think. I think Omo's Australian, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, and everything smells amazing and delicious. And then I hang it out maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours after I've washed it. Sometimes I have to rewash things a few times. Sometimes I rewash things for like 3 days. I'm washing the same things because I put washing on, go out, come back, forget about it, make a meal, do something, it's a hot day, you get something out and it stinks, or maybe it doesn't stink and then you hang it up and it's gonna stink when it's dry. So I know by now I've done it enough to know that I've ruined it. And this morning I've washed dishes for about an hour and a half. Like, I'm not kidding, I have 4 kids and we just go through bowls and plates like you wouldn't believe. I'm not one of these people. I know some people do it, like you have a meal and you wash dishes straight away. Like, the last thing I want to do is touch a dish after I've had a meal. Like, I want to relax, I want to go and sit down, I want to go and do something else. Maybe I'll put washing on, maybe I'll go and tidy something else after I've had a meal. The last thing I want to do is do some dishes. So then I leave it, then we go out, then we don't have time, or then I get really sweaty when I wash the dishes. That's disgusting. I hate being sweaty. So if I am sweaty, I feel like I need a shower. So it's the sort of thing I have to do before I see how upset I got. I just couldn't breathe or nearly choked on my own spit for a minute. I had to wash my dishes this morning before I had a shower. I hate being sweaty. I love washing the dishes. I love hand washing. I don't have a dishwasher, which is insane with this number of people in the house. We have 6 people in the house. I am washing dishes all the time. No, I'm not. I'm leaving them until the end of the day or the beginning of the next day, and I'm washing them for hours, like literally an hour and a half probably is the average. Maybe like 40 minutes is a quick wash, because I can't, if I stood there after a meal and washed dishes, I feel like I'm a really impatient person, and I feel like I'm just wasting time. Like, oh, I want to do this quickly. And also my mum was a really hectic housewife. Like, my example of housework was just flustered. Like she used to literally throw my shoes at my door when I was a teenager, and I think back about that now. There is no way I would throw my kids' shoes towards them. Like, maybe I will very gently, like if it's like a short distance, she would just bang into my closed bedroom door and be like, "Put your shoes away," because I've left them inside the front door or something. Like, in our house we don't wear shoes in the house, so we take them off in the doorway, and I'm always annoyed at them, like, because there's 2 doorways there. Sorry, we were interrupted then. So I'm always annoyed at them in the doorway. There's like, you come in our front door and immediately in our front door is, you go straight into the lounge room or left into the kitchen. So there's just a doorway, and just inside the kitchen is the shoe rack, because I mean we need it somewhere inside the door, but the kids just come inside the door and sit down straight away. And so I'm just always like, I can't get in, I can't move. And then there's like a kid in the stairwell. Someone's decided they're going back into the driveway outside sometimes. Like, that drives me nuts. So yeah, we do end up with a mess of shoes, but it's all in one place, and I would never throw the shoes to them. I just every now and then decide that we can't have 50 shoes at the front door in one shoe rack, which has 4 levels. And it's only about like 60 centimeters wide. So I every now and again make a little pile of shoes and say to my son, like, okay, you're gonna take these shoes and put them in the box in your cupboard. Like there's a big shoe box in there, like an IKEA container they keep their shoes in. But yeah, I feel like I used to be really organized when I was, yeah, so my mum was really hectic. That's what I was saying. She was like a really hectic, and she never sat down. Like she never, ever, ever, ever sat down. I saw my mum sit down probably twice when I was a kid. Like we were always outside playing and running around. We grew up in a small town, so there was a lot of room. My kids are growing up in Sydney. There's not a lot of room. Even houses we're looking at, the backyards are shit. Like they're very small in comparison to a Broken Hill yard. Like Broken Hill yards, we had levels in our yard. We had 3 levels in the backyard that I grew up in. Like there was one, we had the veranda that wasn't a level. We had a grass level, we had a veggie patch level, and we had a crocodile level at the back. And it was so huge. Like backyards are so huge. My best friend Claire, I'm pretty sure I've never seen the back of her house, like the actual back part of her yard, because it was so far back. I've just seen where we played on the trampoline and the shed, but I haven't seen her back fence even. It was that far back. Like it's just a different world to Sydney. You're just like, I walked out the back of a house we looked at to rent yesterday, and I just was like, and the guy goes, oh, there's mangoes here for you. And I was like, oh, is that our shed? He goes like, yeah, that's for you. It's a tiny little shed that you would buy at Bunnings or something. You could probably even buy it at Big W probably, and just cart it out near a back. Like you could throw a sandwich and it would hit that fence. Like that's how close it was. Do you like my how I measure things? Like throwing sandwiches. It's light. It's not going to go very far. Maybe you could throw a cotton ball. No, it wouldn't fit it. It wouldn't reach it. It would reach the tree, but not the fence. Yeah, so I feel like before I was, yeah, so we used to play outside, what I'm saying, a lot. And when we'd go inside, there was nothing out of place. The dishes were always washed. That's probably what she did straight away when she'd say, it's a lovely day, go outside. And I don't know, I feel like she made everything go away. I didn't see any washing in the laundry. I remember being in the laundry when I was little and she never had washing just there. Like I do my washing very quickly. Like I'm a great washer, like I'm great at putting washing on, like putting the stuff in the machine to wash. But I always still have, because of the number of people, like I grew up with just one brother, so we had 4 people in the house. We have 6 people, so there's always something in the laundry. But it's not like it's not much. And even if my husband's going, oh my god, the laundry's full, it's huge. It's huge. It's tiny, the laundry. So 3 loads of washing looks enormous in there. I've done 3 loads of washing in a morning and it's just finished. So there's nothing left. So that's not a big deal. But I feel like in my mum's laundry, there was nothing. She is just great at making everything disappear, like throwing things in at the doors. And yeah, just beds were made, everything was away. Our lounge room had not a thing out of place. We had a huge glass coffee table, which is probably the size of a normal dining table, but really low down. And it's probably the same size as the dining table we use now, actually. And it had like a little sculpture in the corner of it and 1 book on it or something all the time, and that was it. Like she was very, very, very minimal without knowing what minimalism even was. But then we just had nothing extra, and no soft toys. We weren't allowed to have soft toys. We had a few little bits and pieces here and there. I wasn't allowed to have knickknacks really, and that used to tear me apart. My friends had McDonald's toys and Hungry Jack's toys. When I was growing up, we had a Hungry Jack's, not a McDonald's. And my friends had Hungry Jack's toys, like figurines from Beauty and the Beast or something like that, and I wanted these things so badly, and my mum was like, oh, it's just rubbish. It's just rubbish. But you know, all those little things, they make kids really happy. So that's why I let my kids have whatever they want, really. But that's why we have too many toys. And I feel like with the toys are a big problem now. We have so many kids. I'm always so annoyed at them, and then I'm just like, you bought them, Sarah. You bought the toys. You bought them. That's it. I bought the toys. I'm the one that bought the toys. I'm the one that made the mess, or made it available to be a mess, you know? So, yeah. I hate the housework. I hate vacuuming. I have left my vacuuming, like my baby is eating hair off the floor. Like that's probably how, like I have long hair, so my hair's everywhere. My husband finds it everywhere. And yeah, I feel like I just leave the floors. Like I clean up all the time. Like I'm constantly spot cleaning, but actually vacuuming and doing a full mop and vacuum vacuum and mop. It's not very often. It's not as often as I would like. And I watch homemaking videos and like do these things every day to be like, you know, what do you call it? I don't know, to have your house in order and be organized. And I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna do this. And I listen to one and I'm watching one and I'm doing dishes and I'm folding laundry and listening to these things. And especially these Christian homemakers on YouTube, they're amazing. Like they're fantastic. They're really inspiring. I can't believe these people are so into their things all day. But like maybe I'll do a few chores and then I'll just watch a movie. Or like I don't get time off with my kids. I have 4 kids here and I do not get a time off. I do not get any time off. I don't, even when my husband's off work, that's his time off. So he might do some stuff around the house. Like he is bin boy. He is the guy that cares about the rubbish bins because he knows I don't. Even if I take the little rubbish bins around the house, I empty the bags from them. I do not put bags back in them. I rarely do that. So he does that. This morning I found all bins everywhere because yesterday was his day off. So yeah, he's really good like that. He's really helpful in that way. He's washed maybe 5 sinks of dishes in the whole time we've been married, which is a few years now, and he's gonna dispute that and say it's like 10 or 20. It's not. It's nowhere near 20, that's for sure. And like sometimes he'll cook something and wash like 1 plate and 1 thing that he used, and that really pisses me off because I'm just like, imagine if I only wash my things. Like we would just have shit everywhere all the time. Oh, we do, because I didn't wash it. And I still haven't finished washing dishes, and I've washed the dishes for ages this morning. So yeah, but my husband does the bins. And then yeah, I'm really good at doing washing. Putting it away, not great. I have heaps of washing in the bedroom right now that I need to put away. We have 5 people's clothes kept in one room because there's huge cupboards in here and huge drawers, and there's very minimal storage in the kids' room because the kids' room is tiny and it has 2 kids in it. So yeah, just clothes are a big problem, toys are a big problem. The kids themselves are a big problem. Like if you wanna have like a life where you have things put away, don't have children, or have one. When I had 1 kid, my house was really tidy. When I had 2 kids, my house was pretty tidy too. Although when I had 1 kid, my house was full of extra furniture that my ex-husband got off the street. I don't know what he was doing, but he just put like 3 dressing tables in our bedroom at one point, and it wasn't that big a room, and we had like 6 big chairs in the lounge room when it was like maybe 1 sofa was enough. There were only 2 of us and a baby, so it was like cluttered in that way, but I feel like we had nothing. And then when I got rid of his clutter, and I had a second baby, it was really nothing. Like I remember getting up in the morning, just washing a few dishes and just being like, nothing on the floor, no clutter on the table now. Everywhere's got things everywhere. Like I feel like every time I want to put something down quickly, I just leave it there for days, like days. So Mummy's not a very good homemaker now. Mummy's just given up, I think. So I hate doing the stuff. I just want to tell you that. And I hate washing dishes. I hate being sweaty. Every time I vacuum my house, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. It's a long apartment. It's not like tiny, but it's it's nice size. And I vacuum the whole thing. When I vacuum, I just feel like my back is completely ruined. And then I won't let my husband vacuum because he'll do stuff like, I'll say, can you vacuum like just near the TV and under the lounge where the kids drop biscuits? Because that's like really important. Like really concentrate on that. So what does he do? He'll vacuum like just inside the door that no one uses that goes to the balcony. He'll vacuum there for 10 minutes, and I'll just be going, can you just come over here and do this bit? And he just like, he wants to do thorough things where you don't need to be thorough, and he's not prioritizing the messy areas. You know, as a mum, you have certain things you do in certain places. So, I don't know. He drives me nuts. I wish that he would help me more, but then when he helps me, I'm like, can you just go and sit down, please? I wish he'd just take the kids to the park sometimes, but you know, we'd probably lose a kid in the pond or something, because they're like that. That's what happens with kids, you know. But yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Happy Sunday. If it's your Sunday, it's our Sunday here. It's like Sunday morning in Australia now. I'm in Sydney. It's a cloudy day. I think it's meant to be warm. But we are staying inside. We are not going outside. We are not doing anything. Mummy needs to vacuum and put a million pieces of washing away in the drawers. And I need to wash more dishes. So wish me luck. Bye.